it's Siobhan with Kitty and Beyond. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing monthly horoscope readings for July 2019, and this is for Capricorn. That can be Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, if you have it heavily elsewhere in your chart, if you just felt like you wanted to click on this video, if you're cross-watching. Really, these videos are for anybody who resonates with that energy. If you were drawn here, then you probably resonate with something and you are ready to receive one of these messages here. Keep in mind that this is a general reading, so not everything's going to apply to everybody, but just take what resonates with you and leave the rest here. Always compare everything to your own inner truth. Never put any information on a pedestal unless it resonates. Oh, even if it resonates with your inner truth, don't put it on a pedestal, because everything is equal. So really just resonate with what vibes with you. Okay, so Capricorn, I tuned into your energy before I pull any cards as per usual, and I channeled some information, and the first thing that came through was this tingling sensation on the top of my head, quite profoundly. It almost felt like there was like bugs walking around. And so there's this, when I have this intense tingling on my crown chakra, oh, interesting. I just hit the light with my finger and it made this really cool, like almost, I don't know if you guys could hear that. It was like one of those, yeah, like a bell or like a singing bowl. Anyway, okay, so back on track. The crown chakra is being activated for you guys. So whenever I'm feeling tingling like that in the crown chakra, it's very much this expansion of that energy center and allowing a lot of light energy to come into the physical body. So this is fantastic. And the spiders crawling, because I don't normally associate that feeling with that particular instance, you know, like it's not something that I normally associate tingling with, but they kept saying spiders crawling, spiders crawling. So the spider itself may be something you want to look up because it may have some spiritual significance to you. But the spider itself, to me right now, just off the top of my head, you know, they have 8 legs, they have multiple eyes. So this is being able to see really clearly and be able to move, being very agile. 8 is also connected to karma, infinity, abundance, and the many eyes and the many legs is related to clarity and movement forward. So, you know, that could be something, but I would recommend going and looking up the spider animal totem or spider spirit totem. Then out of left field, like completely out of the blue, I heard swirly twirly gumdrops. And so I believe that's from Elf. And the actual quote is of him telling of his journey from the North Pole to New York. And so he says, I passed through the 7 layers of the candy cane forest, through the sea of swirly twirly gumdrops, and then I walked through the Lincoln Tunnel. So, I mean, this made me laugh because it was so out of the blue and random and like, what a weird reference to bring forward. And then I asked him, like, what does this have to do with? And they said, well, it's his journey from a higher realm, from like a make-believe realm to a physical realm, New York. So he's going through these mystical, magical, like candy cane gumdrop places, and then he's like Lincoln Tunnel. Right? So this is you guys transitioning because that crown chakra is being activated. So you're kind of going back and forth between higher realms and the physical realm, and then back to the higher realms and then back to the physical realm. So allow yourself a little bit of fluidity as you transition between dimensions, basically, because this may be a little bit out of your comfort zone. As a Capricorn, you feel more comfortable in the earthly realm, you feel more comfortable in the physical, and you're very physical, but that's not always the case. I mean, it depends on what else you've got going on in your chart. It also depends on what you decided as a soul. Just because you're an earth sign doesn't necessarily mean you're not spiritual. In fact, you can be very spiritual, and this is proof of it. So congratulations on going on this back and forth journey to the higher realms and and then bringing that to earth, because you are the bridge that is allowing the higher realms to come here. So let's see what the cards say. I'm using the Psychic Tarot by John Holland this month just because I felt guided to use these. They have particular messages for the collective this month, so we're going to use those. And I hope you guys are holding up okay, because we've had, we've got 2 eclipses this month. One of them is in your sign. We also have 6 planets in retrograde. So, yeah, it's a lot. Oh, come on. There we go. It's a lot. All right, so Capricorn, current self-energy. Capricorn. Foundations and achievement. Nice. Okay. And what is the theme of the month for Capricorns? Okay, so we got trapped in fear, but it shot out sideways and it wants to come up in reverse. So trapped in fear in reverse is actually a good thing. Key goal. What is the key goal? Emotional withdrawal. That's the 8 of Cups. So we've got another 8. What is the obstacle to overcome? That's a big chunk. What is the obstacle to overcome? Intuition. High Priestess. What is the major accomplishment? Triumph. Chariot. What to avoid? Okay. Rest and rejuvenate. So these are all coming up in odd positions. What to embrace? Ooh, spiritual union. Where to find support? Oops, that's too much. But I saw this one coming out, so harmony. And that's the Lover's card. And then advice and encouragement. Ooh, patience and planning. I think one of the last readings I did had that as well. Or one of the, I think it was Scorpio. Okay, so Capricorn current self-energy is coming up as the 4 of Wands. So this is foundation and achievements. This is, well, I mean, look at it. It's like a happy home and a couple, and they've got a child, and there's like a beautiful rainbow over top, and 4 is all about stability. So, this is a good place to be. This is having a happy home life, being contented, being, feeling safe, feeling secure, feeling this sense of having your tribe and feeling at home. So the foundation has been laid and it is firm and you have achieved much. So give yourself a pat on the back for all of the work that you've put in, for all of the trials and tribulations, because they've gotten you to a place where you can take a little time to enjoy being in this space, or at least, stop and smell the roses. So the theme of the month is trapped in fear in reverse. So this means to me that you are releasing yourself from being trapped in fear. So this card coming out reversed is actually really good, especially with the foundation and achievements card. So this is ending karmic cycles, very much so, because we've got the 8 here as well. So this is putting an end to old ways of thinking that were limiting in any way. This is putting an end to negative habits or reactions or anything that stemmed from fear, anything that kept you limited, anything that kept you separate or feeling separate. So the theme of this month is really about liberating yourself. It's about freedom. It's about moving from the darkness into the light, from the fear into the faith, finding hope again and building off of that and really being able to enjoy the love that comes with that and the security that comes with that. The key goal this month is emotional withdrawal. Now, I don't necessarily think that this is about withdrawing emotionally from other people. I think this is really about tapping into your inner emotions. As you can see, he's sitting by the sea and he appears to be praying or meditating. So this is really about just getting in touch with the higher aspects of you and your inner emotions. Why are you feeling the way that you're feeling? What is the deeper emotional meaning there, and what can you do about it? If it's an emotion that you don't like, or that you don't find enjoyable, or that's not helping you in any way anymore, then this is something to invest some time into. That's the goal here. That's the goal, and that right there frees you from this fear. It frees you from that mental prison that was created out of old emotional wounds and old emotional wounds that led to false belief systems. So the obstacle to overcome here is intuition. So the obstacle, being the high priestess, is tapping into the hidden wisdom within you. It's tapping into your intuition. It's connecting with your higher self. It's connecting to source. So this crown chakra activation may feel challenging to you, and so you may perceive it as an obstacle to overcome, or being able to integrate the crown chakra in a practical way. You may find it difficult to transition into these higher realms and then back into the physical realm. Ultimately, it is serving you and it is beneficial for you, but initially, because it may be new to you, it might be uncomfortable, it might be a little bit overwhelming even, because this is a lot of energy that we're in right now, and this is a lot of energy that you are stepping into. So the obstacle is actually a blessing. It just depends on how you look at it. But tuning into your intuition is really the most beneficial thing that you can do for your healing, because your higher self knows what to do. Your higher self knows what you need. Your higher self knows where you're going. Your higher self is on your team because it is you. You've got your own back. So this may seem like an obstacle, but ultimately it is leading you to triumph. So this is the major accomplishment. The major accomplishment is moving forward. It is taking control of the reins and being able to make this journey a reality, and make this journey to victory, to triumph, to success. This is it. They keep showing me Buddy the elf when he leaves the North Pole to go look for his real dad, and he sets out off on that journey. So that the Chariot card can also be about travel. It can be about going on a journey. That's interesting. And they're drawing my attention to the red flag, which is connected to the root chakra. Red is connected to the root chakra. So that's your grounding. That's your security. That's feeling connected to your tribe. Could be related to family as well. Okay. What to avoid? Rest and rejuvenate. That's an interesting card to have in the avoid position. So I'm going to get clarifiers on that. Why is this something to avoid? The Hierophant, King of Pentacles. Oops, that's too many. And Three of Pentacles. Okay, all right, okay. So rest and rejuvenate is coming up in the what to avoid position, because it's not actually a time right now to rest and rejuvenate. You may feel like you need to rest and rejuvenate, so always follow your inner guidance. But I think what they're saying here, especially with these cards, the Hierophant, the King of Pentacles, and the Three of Pentacles, they're saying that this is actually a time to get to work. So this is, you may have had your time of rest and rejuvenation in the past, and this emotional withdrawal has freed you from this trapped in fear, and that's what's leading you into building these foundations and coming into this triumph and these achievements. And so now is the time to really work with others, to get to work, to make it physical, to take this higher knowledge and this higher wisdom into the physical world. So yes, you can still take time to rest and rejuvenate when you feel like you need to, but don't extend it out past when you actually should be getting to work just because you're feeling a little bit hesitant about bringing those aspects into the physical. So the King of Pentacles, well, that's an earth sign. That's you guys, obviously, in the masculine sense, which is very protective. This is like a father figure, father type of energy, very concerned with money and the home and foundations and security, protection, all of those things. And the Hierophant is very much about structures, traditions, beliefs, connection with higher wisdom as well, so long as it's not dogmatic. And then the Three of Pentacles is building a church, if you can see. So in here, so you can see the monks with the bald heads here, and you can see that he's consulting with a monk with a bald head here. So he's actually creating the architecture, building physically a church. So this is you building a temple of some kind within yourself or within your life. So this is making something sacred. This is building something, building a foundation on the building blocks of spiritual wisdom. Cool. Okay, so what to embrace? We have spiritual union. Yeah, so this could mean two things. First off, just based on what's going on within you, spiritual union is about you coming back into union with your higher self, coming back into union with your source self, your multidimensional self, the aspects of you that are unlimited and infinite, and that's through the crown chakra. So that's that union there. On the other hand, with foundation and achievements and harmony, which is the Lover's card, this really speaks of some kind of a spiritual union. So this could be a soulmate relationship, a twin flame relationship, or just a beautiful, healthy, loving relationship. So this could be a marriage of some kind or destined union, partnership. But with these three cards, the foundation and achievements, harmony, and spiritual union, very, very indicative of a divine relationship. Beautiful. So where to find support is harmony. Harmony is a 6, and 6s are all about being able to balance the physical world and the non-physical world, the material and the immaterial, the 3D and the 5D, whatever you want to call it. So that it's just bringing balance, it's transitioning between those fantastical realms and the physical, the 3D earth. or 4D or 5D, whatever. But it's bringing balance to those aspects of yourself and bringing balance to the divine masculine and divine feminine aspects within you, represented as your left brain and your right brain. So in harmony, this is when you can move forward and be triumphant. This is when you can build things that are sacred. This is when you can tap into your higher intuition and release yourself from fear and release yourself from these negative emotional traps that you were previously in. This harmony, this is what is supporting you. And where to find support, this could be literally your lover, because this is the Lover's card. This could be support that's coming from within your relationship, within this divinely guided partnership, within this spiritual union. I love it. It's so beautiful. The advice and encouragement is patience and planning. So I'm seeing these two pillars as balance, 7 is a lucky number, to me anyway. It's about spiritual seeking and trust. And it's about trusting that the different seasons of your life are all for a reason. Every season has a reason. Everything has a purpose. So all of these different phases that you've gone through or that you're going through are ultimately what is leading you to triumph, to these beautiful foundations and achievements, to releasing yourself from the fear, to building something sacred, to connecting with your intuition, to having this spiritual union within yourself and with your partner. So patience and planning are needed right now, and going forward. So the advice and encouragement is really to just have patience with the process and plan for what you're going to build in the future. All right, so let's get an Amenti Oracle card. We'll see what wants to come through the Capricorns. And this is an awesome deck. Living with a Feather Heart. Ooh, I create harmony. So we have harmony again. Harmony times 2. So this is really about, and I like how she's drawn it here with they look like planets. So harmony within the astrological realm, although it doesn't seem harmonious right now, ultimately it's bringing about harmony. Oh, and I'm seeing 191009. So this is new beginnings, endings. Oh, and 2121. So that's karmic endings, karmic, karmic lessons being learned, and you're being able to move forward out of that into harmony and create harmony, because you create the harmony from within you. Oh, that's beautiful. Let's get a crystal card. What crystal for Capricorns? Selenite. Selenite is super cleansing. So this is a crystal of the ocean. It's connected to the sea. It's made primarily of salt, and it's connected therefore to the moon energy, as the sea is very much connected to the moon. So it's very purifying. It's very cleansing. And this is one of the only crystals, there are others, but this is one of the primary crystals that cleanses itself. So it doesn't actually need any cleansing or consecrating unless you wish to, but it really does self-cleanse, and it cleanses other crystals as well. And I have some here. This is my selenite little oval that I have. It kind of looks like soap. I think it's funny, but I have other ones as well. I've got this one because it looks like a unicorn horn. And the other one I have is just like a traditional selenite wand, and that is in my bedroom with a lot of my other crystals and bracelets and things. I put all of my crystals on the selenite at night so that they can be purified and cleansed by the selenite's energy. So yeah, selenite's all about purification and cleansing, but let's see, 21, and there's 21 again. So that's 21 3 times, which is all about those karmic endings and moving out of that. So the selenite is divine light. In the ancient world, selenite protected against wanderings of the mind. It invokes mental clarity and divine inspiration. Spirituality is vital for you. You are a translucent soul who moves fluidly through time. Use insights wisely. Avoid confusing past with present. You see into people's hearts to what motivates them. Do not be manipulated or too eager to please. Stand by what you know. You have the gift of clarity and mental flexibility with the power to make excellent decisions. A situation is unpredictable no matter how solid it appears. Be prepared for challenges and changes. Banish confusion. Clarity is needed. Allow divine light to inspire the future. Let go of something dear to you. Parting does not mean loss of love. Reconciliation is possible. Make the first move. Overheard conversations enlighten you. Being in the flow strengthens your well-being. So just based on what else was going on in this reading, it was very much just about mental clarity. So that's coming out of this trapped in fear, because this is all mental. This is swords energy, so it's all in the mind and the emotional withdrawal. So that's just very much about the clarity and the divine inspiration, preventing the wanderings of the mind and purifying the energy so that you can connect more with your intuition and make positive decisions to move you forward. I think that's pretty much the most important messages that were coming from that. Let's get an animal, spirit animal card as well for Capricorn. Oh, salmon. Scorpio got salmon as well. So if you have Scorpio in your chart as well, those two videos together might give you a little bit more clarity on what's going on this month. So salmon. Oh, I opened it right to salmon. Perfect. So salmon is wisdom, inspiration, and rejuvenation. Salmon is revered as extremely sacred in the Druid tradition. It is the oldest animal and it offers us wisdom and inspiration. Often with great difficulty, the salmon will return to the place of its birth to mate. To find wisdom, we too need to recapitulate our lives, to journey in consciousness back to our beginnings, to our childhood, and perhaps beyond, to our very origins in God or Goddess. Salmon brings not only wisdom, but youthfulness and inspiration. But remember that to find these things, you must maintain an attitude of openness and innocence rather than strong-headed determination. I'm also going to read the reverse meaning, although it did come up in the upright, but sometimes there's additional information or messages for you guys in the reverse meaning. So it says, you may be trying too hard to reach your goals or relying on someone else to find your wisdom for you. Contemplate the stories of, oh yeah, no, I don't even know what I'm going to skip that part. I'm going to skip that part. The salmon is able to jump upstream not by fighting against the current, but by utilizing its knowledge of the reverse current, which flows beneath the surface. From this salmon leaping, we have derived the word somersault as a corruption of salmon salt. Children somersault, and choosing this card reversed or upright is urging you to connect with the leaping, dancing child within. So this is really connecting to your inner child, calling you to use the wisdom that you have of the currents to move you forward, to move you upstream. This is a journey again. So there's this theme of journeying. There's this theme of moving forward. Yeah. The salmon's very valuable. It's, you know, one of the most expensive fish. And we love to eat, well, used to love to eat it. Now I'm vegetarian, but it is what it is. Okay, they're calling me to the angel cards. There's an angel card in here for you guys. Let me just clear the energy. I actually used this today with a client. So Capricorn. Ooh, we got two. Okay. So we have creative writing. Make time to write down your thoughts in a journal or pen an article or book. So writing can be a great creative outlet. It can be a great way to assess your thoughts, to look at your thoughts on paper, to be able to clarify what's going on within your mind and to write down your emotions so that you not only can keep track of them over time and see your progression, but also so that you can understand them at a deeper level. And take back your power. So Archangel Raziel says, use your God-given power and intention to manifest blessings in your life. Yeah, so this is you taking back your power. This is you releasing yourself from being trapped in fear. This is you really stepping into your innate spiritual abilities and being able to manifest and create your life from a place of harmony. So that's awesome. And this is really purifying. You're purifying your mind, you're purifying your emotions, which is therefore purifying your energy, purifying your home, your relationships, bringing everything into harmony because it's all related. There's this positive chain reaction. So congratulations, Capricorns. That's a pretty awesome reading. I'm really happy with that. I hope you are too. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me or a Reiki session, all of the information is in the description box below. I want to mention that I updated my prices and I've updated my offerings as well. So there's a couple of different kinds of readings, new email readings and stuff like that. And I'm reducing my prices to, I'm calling it the summertime sadness discount because there's a lot going on in these months right now, like with all of these eclipses and all of the retrogrades, and I really want to extend my services to a wider community, to a wider population, and therefore I'm going to reduce my prices to make them more accessible to you guys over the summer months. So take advantage of that, as it is a bonus right now. And what else? I can't remember if there was any. I just wanted to thank all of new subscribers, all of the new family that we have on this channel here together. Thank you for the support, the encouragement. Thank you for the feedback. Thank you for the comments. Even if I don't respond, I'm always reading them. I just get a little overwhelmed with all of the different energies sometimes. But I love you and I thank you for watching. I thank you for supporting. I thank you for your donations because they've gone back into buying cards for these readings. All right, guys. Well, I wish you the best of luck for July. You've got this. You look fine. It's all good. So congratulations on that. Keep up the good work. Thanks for watching. I love you. We'll see you next month. Bye.